One thing you could do also is anything that's difficult like that with a sending lick is take a metronome and just set it to a certain pattern and just practice it at that speed, and then use what's called subdivision. I've recently learned this from an awesome guitar player named Al Joseph, and he recommends using subdivisions in your playing. So in other words, you don't have to keep upping the metronome speed each time. You set it on one speed, and then you change your speed to different subdivisions. So quarter notes, eighth note triplets, 16th notes, 16th note triplets, and then back down. I'm not very good at that myself, but let's give that a try a little bit, okay? So what I want to practice is not the whole lick, but those individual shapes. So I don't know exactly the tempo. I think the tempo is 86 beats per minute on this. So let me slow this down to 86 beats per minute. And also, if you have an app on your phone, I typically use an app on my phone, but this is right here is readily available. This is a QuickTime metronome back from in the day. Sound is horrible, so bear with me on this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then just out of the blue, what Al will do is change that to like eighth notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But the count would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and... Now the reason this sounds weird and doesn't feel exactly right is because it's in triplets. So let's set the time to 3/4, see if that helps any. 2, 3, 1. 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and that would actually go backwards too. After about 2 or 3 measures of that, he switches his own tempo up. The metronome's the same, but he switches his own tempo up. So let's see what that would sound like. That was 1 and 2 and 3 and now we'll do eighth note triplets. Triplet, triplet. Can we go a little faster? Now that one obviously was a little different. It was tougher to do that one, but that's an example. I would study that a little bit better. You can go to Al's website and check out how he does a lot of that stuff. It's definitely a technique that I would think would be very helpful. And doing it on 2 sets of strings like this makes it a whole lot easier. I could do it on this and I could do it on other strings. And eventually it'll be faster. And then up and down. So that's one way to practice it. It's the same shapes, it's just on a different string set. And by the time you get down to the E string with this lick, it becomes a little bit, maybe a little tougher because the strings are a little bit more flexible and more flimsy. That's one thing you can do when you're trying to utilize the treble spots, is to get a metronome out and try to work to that.